Good morning, spiritual mentors and friends. It is pretty early here on Tuesday morning. I thought about sending an email, but then I remembered, hey, I'm a millennial, so I like to use technology. So I figured I would go ahead and record a video just to give you guys an update for what's happening. As you know, Find and Follow is starting. We're kicking off on this coming Sunday, February 4th, at 11 a.m. And I'm really excited to share a few things with you. Number one, registration for the class has reached capacity. To give you a little bit of context, our new director of communications, who's a fantastic human being, some of you know him, mistakenly sent a text message to lots of people in our database that invited them to the class. And within 2 or 3 hours, the class filled up, which was, excuse me, a little bit of a mistake for him, but great news for us. And it also showed, and this is what I think is most interesting, that this is a need in our church. This is something that, with little to no explanation, no promotional videos being shared, that a lot of people signed up for based off of the description alone, which tells us something. And not only that, but most people who signed up, I believe to the tune of 70%, have not been in a discipleship relationship before. And of the more than 100 people who registered for the class, around 50% of them indicated up front that they do want to get connected to a spiritual mentor. So guys, again, this is a need in our church. And I do think we have an amazing opportunity to help a lot of people over the years, because could you imagine, offering this class 3 times a year, maybe 6 if we decide to do it at both hours? Could you imagine the impact that could take place? Because you'd be talking about anywhere between 300 and 600 people per year. So that's a big deal. So the registration is at capacity. Number two, here's some logistics. We are going to arrange seating. So we want to be highly intentional, even with how we design the layout for the class. So at each table, there'll be a male spiritual mentor, a female spiritual mentor, those who have indicated interest in getting connected to a spiritual mentor, plus attendees who did not indicate interest in getting connected to a spiritual mentor. So that way, the relational equity is already being established before we open up the gates, if you will, to meet with spiritual mentors and mentees outside of class time. So again, there's just some level of intentionality. Jessica Dukes, my admin, she's working on that seating arrangement. So you guys will have that information available to you before we start. And then the last thing, if you could just be praying that this will be a good experience for everybody. With this being our first official offering of Find and Follow, I'm sure that the learning curve is going to be, somewhat steep. But here's my thing: I'm willing to do the work necessary to make sure that this is a great experience, as best of an experience as we can make it. But it's going to take more than human effort. It's going to take more than creativity, ingenuity, and inventiveness. It's really going to take a movement of the sovereign hand of God, because what I'm asking for, my prayer is big, that this will be a disciple-making movement at FBCW, that many people who would otherwise be disconnected and may not have a flourishing walk with God, that would not be their reality because of the environment that we're offering. So this is a big work, which means that we need a big God to step in and intervene. So please be praying for this first one. Please pray for all the ones that are going to be coming afterwards, because I do think lives will be changed. So to recap, we're at capacity for registration. Seating arrangements will be coming so that you can see, where placement is happening, and then just pray that God will move in the lives of the individuals that decide to come to Find and Follow. I'm so thankful for you. I'm so thankful for your commitment to our church, your willingness to partner in such a key ministry effort as we help people find and follow Jesus. I'll check in with you next week. See you.